Do you need one of these? The watch, not the fist. Hi there, and if you're new to this channel, my name's Gabriel Nussbaum, and in this video today, I'm going to be doing another non-technical review. This is a review where we don't look at all the specs and the gadgets and all the technical details, but instead we look at practical reasons as to whether, in this case, the Apple Watch is something that is right for you. So what am I going to do in this video? I'm going to first run you through 5 cases where I think that this watch comes in really good use throughout my day, where it is practically a useful addition in terms of a gadget to my life. I'm then going to go on to discuss, if you want an Apple Watch, which one is most likely right for you. And finally, I like to always look at whether or not the Apple Watch is actually worth the money. Hopefully that helps you decide whether or not this is a gadget you need in your life. The first thing that I find so useful about this watch is the fact that it tracks and records your exercise. There is this idea that when you put a financial incentive on a habit that you're trying to improve upon, it will push you and motivate you to go about that habit. For example, actually going out and buying a book will often lead to you reading that book. And in this case, for me, buying a watch that tracks and is all about your healthy life and your exercise has really pushed me to ensure that my life is as healthy as possible and I am exercising as much as possible. The second most useful thing about this Apple Watch is that all of your notifications that you get on your iPhone will come straight through to the watch, whether that's WhatsApp or Instagram or Twitter, they all come through. And what I find so useful about this is that normally my phone vibrates and I have to go onto my phone and I end up looking at it, and that leads me to being on my phone for a lot longer than I want to be during the day. But with a quick glance as to what the notification is, you know whether or not it's important and something that you need to go and open your phone to look at. And 9 times out of 10, it isn't, and that little glance as to what it is on your watch will stop you opening your phone hundreds of times throughout the day. Use case number 3 is actually one of my favorites, and that's that I can go on a run without my phone. This does come with a couple of technical additions, which is that A, you will need Apple Music, and B, you'll need Bluetooth headphones. But if you have both of those things and you like running, this is liberating, not having your phone strapped or in your pocket. You can just go out with a watch and your earphones. It allows you to download enough music to your watch to last for any distance run that you're planning on doing, and I found that to be extremely useful. Use case number 4 is payment. I know that most people nowadays might not even go out with a wallet and can easily just tap their phone and Apple Pay and all that stuff, but in addition to that, now I don't even need to go out with my phone. If I want to just run to the store really quickly, I can just go with my watch and use Apple Pay in the exact same way. And I know that I will have my phone on me 9 times out of 10, but for a couple of times when I can just leave my phone behind and quickly pay with my watch, it is so useful, especially nowadays with contactless payments skyrocketing. You don't want to make too much contact when you're in a shop, you're wearing your mask, get in, get out. Face ID is an absolute pain to pay things. Apple Watch is an absolute saver when it comes to this. And the final use case that I love about this Apple Watch is Siri. Most of my family will tell you that I overuse Siri way too much, whether that's just setting a quick timer or getting an update on the weather. Hey Siri. 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 It's something that I use all the time, and I find it really practical if I need to do something really quickly. And having Siri on my wrist and not having to run upstairs and get my phone to do it is just, I guess, another way of being a little bit more productive in my life, saving me a few seconds here or there that add up throughout the day to saving me quite a fair amount of time. Let's dive in now to which Apple Watch you should get. If you are at this stage of the video and you decided I want a watch, I've never had one before maybe, or maybe you have had one before, let's look at the 3 that Apple sell at the moment. That is the Apple Watch Series 3, the Apple Watch SE, and the Apple Watch Series 6. Which one should you get? If you are starting out fresh, you've never had an Apple Watch before, and you're happy to lay out that kind of money for an Apple Watch, the best one, in my opinion, to go for would be the Apple Watch SE. This comes with all of the features that you need that I have discussed earlier, the main ones that I use on a watch, and the only differences between that and the premium Apple Watch Series 6 are the very specific, very high level medical editions, such as taking an ECG or measuring your blood oxygen, things that you just don't need in your everyday. So in that case, the Apple Watch SE is definitely a more practical one to go for in terms of the price as compared to what you get. And the reason why I'm saying the Apple Watch SE over the Apple Watch Series 3, despite a £50 or £60 difference between the two, is that you're looking at an Apple Watch that has come out in the latest round of Apple Watches in the Apple Watch SE, as opposed to the Apple Watch Series 3, which is now, I think, 3 years old, which means that you'll probably get a better battery life and a better all-round system platform integration in terms of what you want in a watch, and it will be the smoothest version possible with the highest level of technology. If you are an Apple Watch owner, which Apple Watch should you be getting? In my opinion, if you have the Series 4 or the Series 5, it's not worth upgrading. Stick with those because the Apple Watch Series 6 does not give you that many more additions. As I said, it's mainly the medical things like taking an ECG or your blood oxygen rate, which, let's be honest, are cool gadgets but aren't worth the extra money that you're paying for an Apple Watch. And if you have the Series 3, the Series 2, or even the Series 1, then I would opt for upgrading to either the SE or the Apple Watch Series 6, whichever is your preference, whichever one you prefer. You probably already know now what you like in your Apple Watch because you've had one before, so it'll be a little bit easier for you to make the decision whether you want the premium version or you are happy to take the cheaper version that comes with pretty much everything the premium one comes with anyway. Is it worth the money? Now, obviously this is going to vary from person to person depending on your personal circumstances. But if you're looking to buy a smartwatch, then you're not going to go wrong with an Apple Watch. They are probably the best when it comes to all-round performance for a smartwatch. Yes, there are other smartwatches. You can have things like Fitbits or Garmin's, but they are very health and exercise orientated. This is a full platform watch and probably the one at the peak of all smartwatches. So I would definitely recommend that if you do have the money for them at the moment, there are some really affordable options in the Apple Watch SE and the Apple Watch Series 3, and they are really cool gadgets that will assist you in life. But ultimately, if you are not ready to fork out £200 to £300 on a watch just yet, don't worry about it, you're not missing out. They're just cool additions to have, but they aren't anything that you need in your life. That's another non-technical review from me. It's one where I really try to talk about the practical use cases of the gadgets that I have and why I find them so useful, and not to dive into the technical specifications and things like that because everyone gets bored by those and you just want to know, is it useful? Do I need it? Do I want it? Should I get it? And so I hope I've answered those questions, and I hope that you now know whether or not this will be your Christmas present this year. Thanks again for watching. If you have liked these videos, do leave a like, do leave a comment. Let me know about your opinions on the Apple Watch, whether you have a different smartwatch or whether you have an Apple Watch and you love it or hate it and why. And subscribe to this channel to support it if you want to keep watching more videos like this. See you next time and thanks for watching.